welcome to my channel. My name is Amber. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can do acrylic nails by yourself. So I'm also going to have two more videos. One, how to paint your nails with gel polish, and then also how to remove your nails. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss these upcoming videos. So yesterday I still had my old nails on, and this middle finger, the nail was getting loose. And so I had to go to the chiropractor, and I told him, I was like, hey little guy, stay on just a little longer. You can do it. What? He didn't listen. I bumped it or something happened and the nail came off and it went flying. And so I'm watching it in slow-mo. I'm like, no, because it's heading towards a lady. So it's flying. But luckily, it went under her chair and didn't hit her. But I was mortified because then I went over there and I was kind of trying to get in her chair, and she was like, what was that? And I was like, my nail flew off. So then there was a time where I was cooking dinner. I was making a shepherd's pie and I was putting the mashed potatoes on the top. And then all of a sudden I looked and I was like, oh no, my nail's missing. That nail was there a couple minutes ago. So then I'm looking, kind of stirring the food around. Hey little guy, where'd you go? And then I'm like wildly digging it. Oh, no. Couldn't find it. So then I served my family the food, and so I was like, so yeah, I lost the nail. So make sure you all chew carefully. So tip of the day, beware. Beware when you're wearing your fake nails and it's been a couple weeks, they might start getting a little loose and they might fly off. So when you're cooking dinner or you're in public, be careful. So if you want to see how I put these nails on, then sit on back, relax, have a laugh, and I hope you enjoy this video. So you're going to need clippers, a file, rubbing alcohol, but no, do not use it with cotton balls. It will leave fuzzies all over your nails, and we do not want that, so no. But I like to use alcohol wipes that you can find at the pharmacy. And then you need acrylic nails. Now, I like to buy mine at Sally's Beauty. Now, I suggest if you are buying them for the very first time, pick out a few different ones because they are all a little different in size and shape. So until you find out what you like, buy a few, find what you want, and then take the other ones back. I also suggest getting this little bin. Now, I got this at Michael's, the craft store, in the jewelry section. It makes nice little compartments that you can stick the nails in. What I like about this container is you can have one open at a time while the other are closed and safe, so you can put one size of nail in each. While the container that came in, they're all loose. I'm constantly bumping into it, and then if you spill it, now they've just gone all over and it's a mess. So the first thing you're going to do is take some clippers and clip all those nails. Just trying to make them so they're all the same shape and size, and just kind of get rid of those rough edges. Now you're going to take a file and start filing the top of your nails. Now I still had some leftover glue from the previous nails, so I'm getting those off. But if your nails are smooth, you want to get that shiny layer off, that smooth layer. This is going to help make the nails rough and help the nail glue stick the nail to your real nail. Now you're going to take rubbing alcohol and you are going to wipe your nails off. This is going to remove all the dust that was created from you filing your nails. You don't want any kind of dust or particles left on your nails. So you're going to use those wipes and wipe them good. Now you're going to take your nails and try to size them to your fingers. Now on the back of each nail is a number. The bigger the number, the smaller the nail, and the smaller the number, the bigger the nail. So you want to start looking through, putting them on your finger, and seeing what sizes work. So I'm going through and pulling it up to each finger. So when trying to figure out what size of nail to put on your finger, hold up the nail on your finger. For example, this one, I'm taking a size number 1 and putting it onto my finger, and you can see how much overhangs on the side. So you can see here, it's going way over the nail onto the skin. No, way too big. So now I got a smaller size, but you can see my real nail sticking it on the side. So no, now this one's too small. So now I'm trying another size, and this one seems to be good. It's hanging off a little bit on the other side, but this side is perfect. So it's better to go out just a little bit over, and you can always sand a little bit off. So this one, just right. So now you're going to need nail glue. I usually get mine at CVS Pharmacy, but you can buy it at any drugstore. Then you're going to need acrylic nail clippers. These we'll use to clip the ends of the nails once we get them on. All right, here we go. Time to start getting those nails on. Now you can see there's a groove in the nail. That is where you are going to place the glue at. Only in that section. So when putting the glue in the nail, you don't want to put a tiny little dab because the nail will not adhere very well. And you also don't want to overdo it and make it so when you press the nail on, all the glue seeps out and is oozing all over the place. So you probably want to put a couple squirts and then kind of move the glue around, just moving the nail, and it will spread the glue out evenly. So now we are going to place the nail onto my finger. So you're going to line up the nail, and I'm starting to realize there's a little bit of a problem. I've got some glue on the nail, and now the nail is stuck to my finger. Oh no. So now I'm going to get the nail off. Pull. And still pulling. Come on. You can do it. Come on. There we go. But now my fingers are stuck together. Oh, come on. Pull. Pull. Yes. And we're free. So beware. If you get glue on your fingers, it's going to get sticky. And you could run into what just happened to me. All right. Let's try this again. So we are going to line the nail up. So the little groove that is on the nail, you are going to line the top of your real nail to the top of that groove. So basically the groove will go over your real nail, and then you're going to squeeze the sides. So this is going to help adhere the sides of the nail on to your real nail. So you're going to sit there for a little bit, squeeze and squeeze and squeeze in. And once you've held it there for a little while and you can feel that it's now in place, you're going to take your index finger and you're going to press the top. So now that the sides are adhered, you're going to make sure the whole top of the nail is adhered. So you're going to press down and kind of rock your finger back and forth, making sure that all that glue is evenly spread out and there is no air pockets in that nail. So press and roll, press and roll, press and roll. So I would do this for about 10 to 20 seconds because you want to make sure that nail is very secure. And there you have it. Our first nail is on. Now 9 more to go. Okay, now we're going to move on. So again, there's our groove. We are going to put the glue in that groove, put a couple squirts, and line it up, put our nail into that groove, squeeze the sides till it adheres, and then we're going to press and roll on the top. And there we go. We have our first hand done. So now I'm going to take the acrylic nail cutters and trim them to the length that I want. Now just know, it's always better to trim them a little longer than what you like, because you can always file them down and go shorter, but you can never get them longer. So just keep that in mind. Trim them a little longer than what you think you want. So now you're going to do the exact same process on the other hand. Whoa! And there goes flying the nail with glue on it, landing on my clothes. So, best to wear old clothing. If that happens, you don't ruin your nice clothes. And now we're done with that hand. So a tip is to always wipe the top of your glue bottle off when you are completely done. So I'm just using the old alcohol wipe that I used before, and I'm getting all the excess glue off. So this prevents the lid getting stuck. So if you wipe it, it's going to keep it like that. You're going to be able to always get it off. But if you don't wipe it, the glue is going to harden. Then you go get the lid off and it's glued shut. I've ruined so many bottles. We don't want that. So now we're on to, again, trimming our nails. So you're going to need nail polish remover, a nail brush, which looks just like a little paintbrush, nail liquid, which I buy at Sally's Beauty. Now this is what we're going to use to dip our brush in, and then we're going to dip that into the bonding powder, which here is what the bonding acrylic powder looks like. And I also buy this at Sally's Beauty. Then I have this cute little glass that I'm going to use to put the nail liquid in. That way we can dip our brush into it. And then lastly, I have this glass bowl that we will put the nail polish remover in to help dip our brush in and clean it off. Okay, so here I am putting the nail polish remover and the nail liquid into the glass containers. Now always have a paper towel with you. Now we're going to dip our brush into the nail liquid and then the bonding powder, and we're going to get a nice bead. And then we're going to place it right on the end of the fake nail and dab it over that nail and over your real nail. And then we're going to kind of wipe the sides off so it's not on your skin. And then we're going to dab, dab, dab all over the nail and kind of swipe around. So now I'm dipping my brush into the nail polish remover. Now you want to do this every so often, because if you don't, that bonding powder is going to harden on your brush. So by dipping it into the nail polish remover, it's going to help clean it off. And now I'm going to wipe it onto the paper towel. So now we're going to do it all over again. So we're going to do a second layer. We're going to get our bead and we're going to place it on the end and just start tapping away. Tap, 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 and then kind of swiping again, moving that product. And now I'm tipping my finger over. So always on the second layer, I tip my finger over and kind of let gravity pull it down. It kind of moves the product and just makes it smoother. Now we are doing it one last time. So I always do 3 layers. Now I found that instead of doing one big thick layer, it's nice to do 3 thin layers, and this is going to help bond it and hold that nail down. So when making your bead, you need to get it just right. If you have too much nail liquid, the bead's going to be runny, and it's going to, when you put it on your finger, it's going to run all over the place. And you also don't want it too dry, because then it's going to be all powdery and it's not going to move well. So the tip is to get that liquid amount just right. And so when you dip it in, you're going to get that perfect bead. Now, I usually get it a little more on the drier side. So if that is the case, I usually will tap my brush and get that extra little powder, which I'm doing right here. Tap, tap, tap. Get that little bit of extra powder off the brush. And this is going to make that perfect bead. So here it comes. This is what the bead should look like on your brush. So now you're going to do the exact same process on all the rest of the nails. So you're going to get your bead, you're going to pat it and spread it all around the nails. You're going to do 3 different layers on every single finger. All right, that hand's done. Now we're moving on to the other hand. Now we got to try and use our non-dominant hand. So it gets a little tricky, but again, practice, 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 and eventually it will become second nature. So here's what it looks like when the bonding powder starts to harden on your brush. You're going to get hard beads that don't come off. So you're going to dip it into the nail polish remover, and that's going to start eating away at that bead. So just keep dipping, keep kind of soaking. Sometimes if it doesn't come off, you're going to soak it longer and just keep dipping it in there. And then when you're done, you're going to wipe it on the paper towel. So now we're going to start filing. I always start on the sides of the nails and get any extra that may be globbed over, and then also get the width of the nail that I like. Now I'm filing the tip of the nail to get it to the desired length. And oh, now I just noticed that I cut my skin when I was filing the side of my nail. So that can happen, so make sure you're very careful when you're filing next to your skin. Now I'm moving on to the top of the nail. This is gonna make it so it's nice and smooth and get rid of any of the bumps and just make it nice and rounded. Now I'm gonna continue filing on the remaining 9 nails. So I'm gonna file the sides, file the tip, and file the top. Now the filing is probably the part that takes the longest because it's a lot of trying to get it in the right shape, get all those bumps out. And this is the part that you want to spend a lot of time because this is what's going to make your nails look nice. So I always watch a movie or watch some shows, maybe binge watch, and it helps pass the time away. So here I'm comparing nails. So this is a very important part of the filing. You want to make sure that the nails are the same size. So once I get one hand done and I move on to the next, I'll compare. So in that previous shot, I was comparing the 2 thumbs together because I want to make sure that they look the same size and look the same shape. So once you get one hand done and you move on to the next, start comparing and making sure that you have them looking similar. Yay! I'm finally done. Here is what they look like. So again, it does take a lot of time. So make sure you get a good movie out and enjoy yourself while you do your nails. All right, so once we're done, we're gonna wipe all that dust off from filing them. So again, using that rubbing alcohol, you're gonna wipe them all down. And once that is done, you are done. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you watch the next video where I paint my nails this nice silver glittery color that will match my shirt, and I'll be using the LED nail light. So as always, have a blessed day. Remember, Jesus loves you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!